2008 BMW K1200LT. Now let's take a quick walk around the bike. It's a 2008, but most people assume that it's a relatively new bike because it's so clean looking. It looks brand new still. All the plastic still looks great. The body looks great. There aren't anything really noticeable about the bike. So people assume that it's brand new. So they're kind of surprised when I tell them it's a 2008. So it does have less than 11,000 miles on it. So it's pretty low mileage. Let me show you first of all. Where do I start? I'll start with the trunks, the bags. Right. I'll just set it right back over here. Let's see if we can if this will work. So it does have a lot of different storage compartments. So even here, if I open this up, so you just push a button. I'll do that again. You just push a button. This pops out. Open it up. You have all the space inside here. Okay, quite a bit of space inside here. Let's see if I can kind of bring in a little bit and show you what that looks like. All right. Back up a little bit. Okay, so to close it, you just close it, and it's pretty watertight. Right, looks super clean. I love how it just has a really cool look to it. All right, let's open up the back. All right, so that's the back trunk over here. To open this up, you just push this here. Push that in, zip that up, and this comes up. Okay. Show you what that looks like inside. Plenty of space inside there. Alright, so the other side is open up as well. I suppose I'll show you what that looks like. Set the camera down. And that one's in great shape as well. So take a look inside there. Compartment looks great. It's watertight. I've traveled from coast to coast on this, so that's what that looks like. Okay. And one cool thing about this bike, it has this this cool key fob. Right, so with this key fob, just like a car, so if I hit that button, everything locks up. So now this doesn't open anymore. This doesn't open anymore. It just immobilizes the entire bike, so it's kind of cool. And to unlock it, I just hit this button. Maybe it's the wrong button. That must be the alarm. There we go, it's unlocked now. And then I can unlock it again. Okay. Okay, so that's really cool to have. It does have, let's kind of take a look at the, it does have the speakers over there, right? I've never used them. I even have the volume and the, I don't even know what TP mode means. I never used any of this stuff back over here. Whenever I bought the bike, I bought it in Massachusetts for a one-way trip. I drove it from Massachusetts to California for the purpose of just traveling across the country one time, and that's it. That's the only reason why I wanted to buy it, and it was an amazing ride. I'll talk about that later. So you do have two of the ports. I believe that's a communication port for like headsets. This is like a cigarette lighter type of thing for different power. You have another one. You have another one down here. It's way down here. This is the power outlet here for getting power, right? It does have a bunch of cool features on this bike. This is like totally the top of the line bike. It has yeah, it's pretty amazing. So let me take the camera off the stand here. All right, let's take a look on the bike. I'll straddle the bike here. It's on its center stand. All right, so you can see here, hopefully it shows it okay. Let's see if I can zoom in there. Does it show 10,000? Let me see if I brighten it up maybe. Down here, it should say how many miles it has. So just under 11,000 miles. Okay. To start it up, oh, so here we have it's kind of a cool phone holder. So to use that, let me see if I can do it one-handed. So that's just a phone holder. This is the cup holder, right? Those two work really well together. So you can, so I will put drinks in here, and I can drive and have drinks still, right? Because with the windshield, this works really, really well. Okay, so let's start it up. Okay, so you just turn the key. Okay, now that's gonna keep on blinking. This thing does have, I believe, anti-lock brakes or something. So to start it, you just hit that button. All right, so it has it has like almost no vibration. So I drove 3,500 miles, and it felt really nice the entire way. All right, so as far as the buttons goes, these are the turn signals. You know, this is left. I'm sorry, that was right. This is left. And to kill it, the turn off the turn signals, you just push this. It does have heated grips, right? So it does have high and low settings for heated grips. That is completely awesome, right? So so both those are heated. This is a power center stand, so you don't have to try to muscle the bike on the center stand. It does it all for you. I'll show you that in a minute. That's the start button. Right over here we have. I never used this. This is, I believe, for the radio. I never used it. This is really cool. This is for the sun visor. I mean, for the wind deflector. It goes up and down, and that makes a big difference. All right. So if I'm just in town, I'll keep it down. If I'm on the freeway and I want to drink something, it just makes a nice little air pocket, so you don't get any head bobbing in the wind. That's your headlights. This is your cruise control, and it's a really cool cruise control. It's not like a throttle lock. This thing will actually maintain your temperature up and down, not temperature, but speed up and downhill. It doesn't matter. It'll slow you down or speed you up, right? And just like a car, you can toggle it. It'll go up if you just toggle this once, you'll go faster a mile an hour, or if you push this down, you'll go slower a mile an hour, just like a car. And then to turn it off, you just do that. So with this on, whenever I drove cross country, your right hand after a while starts hurting. So with the cruise control, you can let go of your right hand and just operate it with your left hand. That was really nice to have, right? I can't believe people drive across country without that there. I would sometimes drive with other guys on the freeway, and I can tell that their right hands were starting to cramp. They would have to, pull in the clutch and start trying to, stretch out their right hand just to get some, movement there. But heck, with mine, you just keep it in cruise control, and you can, you don't have to keep your right hand constantly on that. Okay, so let me show you a couple other things. What else does it have? So it does have this cup holder. It does have, this is for communication port over here, right? The fuel cap is over here, right? So really cool stuff. Let me put it back on its center stand. I'm going to show you, on the camera stand, I'm going to show you a couple other things. All right, hopefully you can hear me. So with this, right now it's on its center stand, so I'm going to drop it off its center stand, right? We do have a regular kickstand. You set it down. It's a typical kickstand. But if this is really cool. So I keep it in neutral, and I hit the power center stand button. This is what it does with one button. I'm up on the center stand. How easy is that, right? So we drop it again. So to drop it, you just push forward, okay? And one button again. And I'm up, right? That's pretty nice. The other really cool thing about this bike, you drop it again, is this feature right here. So right here, there's a lever. If I push that back, this says F, that says R. If I put on R, okay, now if I push a button, I go backwards. Now this driveway is at a bit of an angle, so I'm actually pushing uphill right now. If I flip the lever back again, so I can do it again, so I'll put it in reverse, push the button, okay, and to disengage, I just flip it like that, right, so that's pretty cool as well. Well, let me just show you what it looks like just driving around. So if you guys ever ridden bikes before, you know it's tough to back it up. Right now I'm in a bit of a gully here, a bit of a, you know, a dip. So if I was on a regular bike and I had to back it up, I'd be struggling. Let me put it in neutral. I'd be struggling to get this thing back, right? It'd be pretty tough to get it back. So with the reverse, it's pretty simple.